We are 2 years away from the 2026 FIFA World Cup coming to Houston and Texas, and preparations are underway to make it a once-in-a-lifetime event. I spoke to Dynamo legend Brian Ching about how fast time has passed since the initial World Cup announcement.
I mean, it's gone fast. It feels like yesterday that we just had the announcement that we were hosting games here in Houston. And so, this next 2 years is going to go probably just as fast. We got some big soccer tournaments kind of coming up this summer, which we're really, really excited to watch and kind of get a preview of what the World Cup's going to be like here.
Houston World Cup Committee President Mr. Chris Canetti put it best in sports terms that we are currently at halftime.
I know the clock's ticking way too fast. It was about 2 years ago when we were awarded the FIFA World Cup, and those 2 years have just gone by so fast. And now here we are at the midway point. It's halftime, if you will, and we gotta get together and really make a lot of things happen here in the second half.
Houston Dynamo and Dash President of Business Operations Jessica O'Neill conveyed what many of us feel: pure excitement.
Wow is right, but also heck yes. This is so fun. This is 2 years and it is going to go by fast, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready, and it's going to be amazing to see both what the next 2 years looks like, what the experience and impact during the tournament, but most importantly afterwards. What does it mean for those that love this game or are introduced to this beautiful game?
As our sport continues to grow, it seems like every summer is a summer of soccer, with a myriad of competitions and plenty of opportunities for the sport to continue to grow in Houston, in Texas, and the United States.
It says, really, this is everybody's game. This is the game that speaks all languages. And to be able to continually attract these large-scale, massive events to Houston, Houston continues to be sort of this home for international soccer. And we think about our stadium as the best destination for national teams to come and play friendlies here, for clubs from across the world to play. We see it continually over and over again. So it's going to be amazing. We have Leagues Cup coming through Houston. They expect to play the most number of games in the tournament at Shell Energy Stadium. So that will be fantastic to have Mexican clubs come through. And then on the women's side, Liga MX Femenil is going to be bringing two really prestigious clubs through to play the Houston Dash. So it will no doubt be a summer of soccer again.
Yeah, I mean, especially here in the United States, I think the game has grown exponentially since, even when I started off in the league back in 2001, we were at 10 teams. Now we're on our way to 32, maybe 34 teams in our league. And, and then with Beckham coming in first, back in 2010, and then now we have Messi coming in. I mean, the sport is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's on a lot stable ground now, and I think you can watch the U.S. team and the growth that we've had over the past 5-6 years with that U.S. team to see kind of correlate with the fandom that we do have here. And, I think, again, going back to Messi, exponentially, blew that up even more as we go into the World Cup. And, I think the World Cup is going to have such a lasting impact here regarding soccer being one of the major sports in this country.
Absolutely. The growth of this sport in this country is immense, and who knows how to calculate the impact that the FIFA World Cup's going to have on even taking it to the next level, right? So we've seen it grow over the course of the last 20 years here in Houston with the Dynamo and the Dash and all the international soccer events that have come through. And again, the World Cup is just going to be another moment in time to really elevate the game to another level.
At the end of the day, beyond an amazing global celebration and the continued growth of soccer in Texas, this event aims to bring our community together with opportunities to do so in the short and long run.
Yeah, look, this is an exciting moment. The most popular, prestigious sporting event in the world's coming here. It's going to have a huge impact on our community. Everybody wants to be a part of it, of course. And I think that's part of our goal as this committee, is how can we engage the community to the best extent. Now, look, some things it's difficult, right? We're working on a safety and security plan or a transportation plan, right? We can't just have any Joe citizen involved in that, but that's part of the trick, right? Is how do we find ways over the course of the next 2 years to make everybody feel a part of this the best we can.
It is, and I think that's where we play an interesting role, because we are doing this every single day for the next 2 years. There's the planning for what 2026 in the summer is going to look like, and then there's the actual activations that we have in the schools, in the neighborhoods, at the mini pitches, where we're giving people chances to play the game, and we're working closely on how we incorporate the goals of the World Cup from a community standpoint and a legacy standpoint into the programs and the activations that we're already running. So we think that we are able to play that role of bringing this World Cup phenomenon closer from a grassroots level to something that people can touch and feel and understand this global game and how they can be a part of it.
I think that soccer has grown tremendously where, people are watching it now religiously, and MLS, more and more people are coming out to watch those games, and that just goes a testament to the growth of the sport. And I think with the with the World Cup, back in '94, kind of was the cause of why the MLS started, right? And now I think that you see after this next World Cup, you're really going to see another jump of, the U.S. player, one, the U.S. fan, two, just the growth of the game I think is going to be huge.
Huge indeed. Not only the announcement that the World Cup is 2 years away, but that soccer is arguably in the best position it has ever been in. And 2026 will be here before you know it.